Hi everyone, hope you're all well. It's been a little while since I did a pumpkin update, so we'll go and have a look and see how they're doing. Right guys, it's a bit windy. We'll see how these pumpkins are doing. When Mike gave me these plants, they did struggle a little bit to get going, but once they started there was no stopping them. Let's go and have a look. So this is the Atlantic giant, which is not really that big, but it's doing okay. And the Big Macs, again, I don't really think it's that big, to be honest with you, but it's doing okay. So I'm just going to set up this tripod and I'll see if I can measure this. I've only got my steel measure with me, I've not got the my big tapes because they're up my lookup, so we'll see what we can do without disturbing them too much. Right, I'm not going to be able to measure that way round until they're ready and being cut off. I'll give you an idea roughly of the size. It's not really the tape to do it with, and I can't really get them pulled around the centre. The rough idea is 79.5 inches in diameter. That's to say, just a rough idea, it's not doing it properly. I need to get my big tapes to do it properly when they're ready and being cut. So we'll go and have a look at the Atlantic. So the Atlantic is a bit smaller. So 24 inches in length. That's a good 20 in width. Can't really get round this one, so again we're going to have to leave that until it's fully ripened and being cut off, and then I'll get the appropriate tapes and we'll measure them properly. Gives you a rough idea of how well they're doing. So there you go, Mike, Bren, they're doing really well. To be honest with you, Mike, I think you should have kept those two plants for yourself and sent me the other ones, but there you go. Both me and Bren, we couldn't grow them from seed, so if you hadn't have sent these plants there wouldn't be any pumpkins and you probably would have won the competition. So because you've grown something and we wouldn't have grown anything. But yeah, there you go, that's the luck of the draw, I suppose. Yes, I'm certainly up for it next year again, and hopefully I can get them bigger still. I've pretty much left them to do their own thing. Put a bit of food down for them, I'm not going to say what and how much, but put a bit of food down for them once in a while, and watering them I've probably done it half a dozen times at the most when we've had the long, you know, the dry hot spells, the short, I won't say long, the short dry hot spells that we've had, because most of the time we've had a lot of rain through this summer, so yeah, anyway, that's the pumpkins. We'll go and have a look at some of the other stuff. So we're into the greenhouse, and Mike, you made me giggle about the tomatoes yesterday, because I always used to grow, well, I only grow the Gardener's Delight because it's the only variety that I like, and I always used to squeeze 5 plants in here, and I would be taking tomato sandwiches every day to work for the whole of the summer into the autumn. Ham, cheese and tomato, tomato salad, tomato and tomato, just loads of tomatoes, too many tomatoes. So this year I only grew 2 and still too many tomatoes. So we've got some peppers, some chili peppers in the corner there, which was given to me by an allotment neighbour. Would you like some peppers? So yeah, I'll have some peppers. I love bell peppers. We'll stick bell peppers in because that's what she told me they were, and they've turned out to be chili peppers. But yeah, we'll make use of them. So let's go and have a walk round, see what else. So my little pear tree produced quite a lot of pears, too many for its size really, and the wind, as you can see by the broken branch that's ripped off here. So I've left those for the birds, but I had quite a few other pears, but they've ended up in a pear and apple crumble. Raspberries, the yellow variety. So these are absolutely lovely, delicious. Yep. So a few of those will be going home shortly, but it's loaded. There's loads coming for all those. They've done really well. Again, those was given to me by an allotment neighbour. The beans, I don't really eat a lot of beans, not these ones, I prefer the French beans, but a lot of those have got too big and they get stringy when they get to that size. The apples have done absolutely fantastic. These are absolutely loaded. The trouble is they get so heavy and then the wind comes and you get broken branches. And see, that one there is broken at the top there. So, but it gets absolutely loaded. They do really well. So I've had quite a few off this one. These are what, I mean, they're good eating apples, but they're going apple crumbles. The carrots, which I put in these sinks as a trial this year, not really done that well. They're big enough to eat now, I think, but they're like baby carrots. So Hot Lips is doing really well. And I've got some thornless blackberries there. Did have a bit of fruit at the bottom there, but I've eaten those. So the whirling butterfly, or spiraling butterfly that it's called, can't remember which it is now, has done really well. Brussels, they've just turned out into a right crock of, well, I'm not going to say it, but they're just terrible. Trying to dig them up, they're absolute rubbish. Sprouting broccoli, well, a lot of that's gone into flower because I've not had a chance to break them off. planting. Rhubarb's done really well. So we've had quite a few rhubarb crumbles, and I've taken some round to family. The leeks that I put in, they're starting to really go well now, getting a good size. So yeah, all in all, it's, as much as it's been quite a dodgy season, you know, too wet 5 minutes, too hot the next, everything's done quite well. Oh, Mike, Brent, I have a secret pumpkin over here. So this was a third plant given to me by an allotment neighbour, just in case the others died. And that only came into fruit about a month ago, and it's already gone to that size. So it's done quite well, really. Yeah, so there's hope for yours yet, Mike. I mean, they could soon shoot up. So that one I've left grown in the tyre. Yeah. So there you have it, guys. The sunflowers, these are the teddy bears. They did really well. They've all finished now. Just letting those heads dry out. The birds absolutely love them. So the birds will have some, and I'll have a couple of heads before they eat them all for next year. These were self-sets. Had some here last year, and I noticed earlier on in this season there was a few dotted around, so I moved them back into the row, and they've done really well. Put on a lovely show. Yeah, everything's doing really well. So that's it from me, guys. I'll catch you all again next time. Bye for now.